Kemarin dulu kawan-kawan di Pulau Pinang, apabila saya di ke atas pentas, ada sedikit kemalangan, saya jatuh. Tapi kejatuhan itu kawan-kawan adalah kejatuhan yang tak berapa dahsyat. Pada 5 hari bulan Mei, kejatuhan Barisan Nasional akan dahsyat. In Penang we say this, hoi lang toa. The 5th of May, come the 5th of May. Dan kawan-kawan ini tak berapa jauh. Kami akan menawan Putrajaya. (57 tahun ada diberi kepada Pakatan dan selepas itu Barisan Nasional itu merajui negara ini. Tetapi dalam 57 tahun ini, akibat yang timbul adalah corruption in high places, menjalaguna kuasa. Tapi kawan-kawan, masa sudah tiba. Di mana kami dalam Pakatan Rakyat meminta hanya 5 tahun. Memberi 5 tahun kepada Pakatan Rakyat kawan-kawan. Dan kami akan menunjukkan kepada negara ini bagaimana Pakatan Rakyat boleh merajui kerajaan dan negara ini di Putrajaya. The first thing we will do on the 6th of May is to make sure that the price of petrol goes down. Immediately after that, we shall direct the liners be closed down. Liners in. And no more tolls. These are not populist measures, but measures which are necessary in the interest of the people in this country. Then again, those who have abused power must pay for it. Those are guilty of directing selective prosecution must also be dismissed. Bogam negara kawan-kawan akan ditukar. Kawan-kawan di Pulau Pinang dalam tahun 2008, parti DAP menang semua kursi. MCA, Gerakan dan MIC dihapuskan. Dikuburkan di Pulau Pinang. Tetapi dari kubu itu, parti-parti ini coba untuk bangun. Tetapi tidak ada harapan. Tidak ada kemungkinan tiga-tiga parti ini boleh mendapat satu kursi di Pulau Pinang. Ini adalah kerana kawan-kawan dalam 5 tahun yang diberi oleh rakyat di Pulau Pinang kepada Pakatan Rakyat melalui Lim Guan Eng, Ketua Menteri Pulau Pinang, kerajaan di Pulau Pinang ada menunjukkan kepada negara bahawa satu kerajaan di bawah Pakatan Rakyat boleh berjaya. Satu pakatan yang tulus, satu pakatan yang tidak takut daripada mana-mana kuasa. Dulu, Ketua Menteri Pulau Pinang adalah Dr. Kosukun. Tetapi, ia ibu hutelang. Now we have shown as an example that the Pakatan Rakyat government can do better than a Barisan national government in Penang. And we want to extend that example right to Putrajaya. But who is going to be the Prime Minister of this country? Siapa layak? Siapa layak untuk menjadi bakal Perdana Menteri dalam negara ini? Bagi pihak parti DAP, personality itu adalah Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim. Now we back Dr. Anwar Ibrahim to be the next Prime Minister. Because he's a man who has the experience. A man who was at one time the Deputy Prime Minister, Finance Minister, Deputy President of UMNO, but a man who was in prison, a man who has suffered, a man who has been in prison for 6 years on charges which were framed up. And the man, the person who must answer for all that now, is no other than Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Dr. Mahathir Mohamad is within our sights. 22 years. 22 years of abuse of power. 22 years of misrule, for which he must answer. His son, Dr Mahathir, is the 13th richest man in Malaysia. We want to know. We want to know how he has amassed that wealth. Dr. Mahathir has always said that during his tenure as Prime Minister, his children did not partake in politics. But they must have been put under the tutelage of the right persons or for that matter the wrong persons, for them to be multi-millionaires now. We must. And I challenge Dr. Mahathir to declare his assets.
Ini
To declare also the assets of his children. Dr. Mahathir has a lot to answer. Recently he called Lim Kit Siang a racist. If there is one racist in the country, it is Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Patron of Perkasa and the president of Perkasa, this rascal Ibrahim Ali. The deputy president of Perkasa, Zulkifli Nordin, now candidate inshallah. Zulkifli Nordin. And I direct this part of my speech to the Indians. Now he called the Bhagavad Gita Kitab killing. He has publicly asserted that the water of the river Ganges is impure, that the Hindus worship idols which are made of stone. And now he is the candidate for Shala. Just because 100 MIC members have given him support and one of them kissed him, does not mean that this man has reformed. Zulkifli Nordin must also be prepared to face the consequences of what he has said. Clear-cut case of sedition. Ibrahim Ali stated that the Malay version of the Bible on the Allah issue ought to be burnt in Klang, and even said it would be on a particular day. Police reports lodged, but up to now, no action taken. But action will be taken when the Pakatan riot comes into power. The law is very clear. As far as crime is concerned, there is no limitation period. You can be charged even 50 years after the event. Unlike civil cases, 6 years, 12 years where land is concerned and so forth. So those who have committed crimes, Ibrahim Ali, Zulkifli Nordin, and others must be prepared to answer in court. We have in the Pakatan riot within the DAP, PAS and PKR, people who are capable of being in the cabinet. In the past, in the cabinet we have people like Sami Belu. There's a lot of Indians in Klang who are the people who are going to protect the interests of the Indians. The famous, I don't call it adage, the saying, if you are an Indian and a snake, you hit the Indian first. And that was said way back in 1982. If I remember correctly, when I was Member of Parliament for Julutong. The Member of Parliament, the UMNO Member of Parliament for Pasir Putih, stood up and said then, MIC leaders were in the chamber. None of them protested. Now I got up. I said, you have insulted the Indians. You withdraw that remark. He said, look, you are a Singh. I didn't refer it to the Singhs. I referred it to the Indians. I said, look here, I am an Indian. So what we want are proper people to defend the interests of the Indians. Nothing racial about it, because the Indians are here, and I think MIC has not been able to protect the interests of the Indians. What have the MIC leaders said with regard to the candidature of Zulkifli Nordin, inshallah? Are they defending his candidature? We are out there to protect the interests of everyone, not only the Indians, the Chinese, the Malays, the Ibans, Kadazans, and the others in this country. What we need is a mandate now. Can be in the coming elections. Get at least 124 seats in the Dewan Rayat, so that we can form a government. Simple majority, but a government. I think we have to have a start somewhere. Here in Klang, we have given you for the last 5 years Charles Santiago as the Member of Parliament. He has spoken up in Parliament. He is a good Member of Parliament. And I appeal to you to extend his tenure for another 5 years. Likewise, those who are fighting the state seats on behalf of the Pakatan Rayat, please make sure they are also voted in on the 5th of May. You will make sure that the interest of everyone here in this constituency is protected. Corruption, the economy, so many. Crime, the murder of Erinong recently, a clear-cut case of the high incidence of crime in the country. We will give it first priority when we come to power. Do we have proper police officers? When the British were here, we had one of the best police forces in the country, special branch. But after independence, as a result of, unfortunately, certain racial policies in the army, police force, generally in the armed forces, the standard has gone down. We have Singapore, our neighbor. When we compare Singapore to Malaysia, at one time, Singapore, a part. Yeah.
Bagi tepukan untuk Charles Santiago. Lana Batirau.
I'm not saying that there shouldn't be special privileges for the Malays. Special privileges are provided for in the Constitution. But the wrong Malays are being given those privileges. That is what we are against. It's not only the Malays who should be given special privileges. I think the Chinese, the Indians and others in these countries likewise ought to be given those privileges. We will make sure that it's a meritocracy which will be the test for rising up in the civil service. Meritocracy. That is what it ought to be. The standard of education in this country. Now recently a survey showed that in Asia, the best university is the University of Tokyo. Number 2 is the University of Singapore, the National University of Singapore. And third, the University of Hong Kong. Out of 100, Malaysia is placed at 87, UKM. This is disgraceful. We will make sure that standard of education in this country reaches levels which are acceptable as one of the best in Asia. And that can be achieved. There is so much money in this country. Petronas, the APF. We'll make sure that all this money is used for the purpose of provision of free education from primary to university education in this country. And let that become a reality. And a reality it must become in the national interest on the 5th of May.
Ini.
Please do not be intimidated. Intimidated on the 5th of May or even the follow-up to the 5th of May. The Barisan is going to use 30 tactics in the coming elections. A lot of food, drinks supplied all over the country. Money given. Please accept that money because it's your money. But make sure the vote is for the rocket. Not only the rocket, the eye, the symbol of the PKR, and of course the moon. The people in Klang have given us support all these years. I appeal to you to continue giving us that support. It has been rightly said the coming election is the mother of all elections. This is only opportunity where we had. We have passed PKR and DAP fighting together against the Barisan National. The DAP is no more alone. We have been in existence for the last 46 years. We have had leaders of distinction in the DAP, starting with Devanaya, President of Singapore, but one-time Secretary General of the DAP. V. David, P. Pattu. We have made sure that P. Pattu's daughter stands as a member of parliament in the state of Penang for Batukawan. And there is no doubt in my mind that she will win. I don't want to be generous with my friends' times. I have to go to Puchong. My son is waiting for me. We have young leaders who are going to take over from us. Lim Kit Siang and myself are the oldest in the DAP. Chinese saying, Lang Lua, Sim Bo Lua. The younger people, the younger generation we have, they are going to take over from us very soon. We must make sure that Lim Kit Siang wins in Gelang Pakatan. I am going there tomorrow to give the little assistance I can give. Kit Siang is the strongest man in the DAP. He must win. God willing, he will win.
Ini! Ini! Ini!
I thank you very much for the warm reception you have given me. Okay. My pleasure to have been invited here. I understand a book is being launched. Maybe Santiago is indicating that the honor be given to me to launch this book. Well, I do so now. It gives me great pleasure to launch this book, which will be distributed to you afterwards. Well, Charles was not very happy when I said distributor. I'm sure when we distribute this book, we'll get donations, and donations will be higher than the price of the book. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you. Thank you for the reception.
Thank you, Mr. Karpal.
time, the pain in the neck was MalaysiaKini.com.
You just work for the Malaysia Kini, Malaysia Kini.
Daripada Malaysia Kini, please leave the hall.
Don't associate me with Malaysia Kini. I get into trouble.